Hello everyone, my name is Binks and welcome back to Let's Play Dear Monster, where we're continuing in Momo's route. Oh, poor Alan. Had a rough encounter with Momo last time, where Momo was being a bit of a jerk. He was using the knowledge that he has on his friends against them to pull pranks, and Alan pretty much called him out on it. And Momo didn't like that very much, so they had their little tiff, and now Alan is left alone. So, and also Alan was like, hey, can't you teach me magic? And we kind of got a little hint that maybe Momo is not qualified, or at least not comfortable teaching someone else magic. So he might have uh, he has a history perhaps of teaching Ellen's aunt magic when she was a little girl. So that's potentially interesting. So let's continue on with poor sad Ellen. Momo. Oh. Oh. Empress. Uh-oh. You caught me in a very sad, awkward moment now. You really pissed him off, huh? And here I thought the old man's house cat only got that mad when the bastard himself was involved. Hey, sexy man. Hello. Long time no see. I missed you. You know, oh, it's been a long time. Oh, man. It's been so long that I'm kind of I'm going through some withdrawal symptoms. Uh-oh, it's hitting me full force now that I'm seeing you. Damn, it's been so long that it's like your glorious body's just like rubbing my face, and my body's just like gasp. My heart, too much exposure. Put something on. It's too much for me. I mean, normally I'd be like, "Hey, you have every right to have show as much skin as you want," but it's like making me dizzy. Literally. Oh Lord. Maybe I have low blood sugar or something. Like, seriously, why do you affect me? Like, why do I get like this over you? Oh Lord. I think the only other time that I remember getting like this over a character recently too. So I saw this character on Twitter, and or X, whatever. I call it Twitter, I don't care. Um there's this character in the game that Coco's obsessed with that she plays all the time. The Final Fantasy, oh god, I think it's 14. Why do I always forget which Roman numeral it is? um he's like he's a bunny. His name is Aaronville, and he is a new character in the newest like DLC or whatever that got added, and that's the one that she was been streaming for quite a while. I think she finished playing it a while ago, but like he's the newest character, and he's really hot. And normally I'm not into characters that are less human. Like I'm more into like the more human the more better. But he's so hot. Like I looked at him and it was just like a quick look. I was, scrolling through Twitter, and I just saw a quick little, because I guess she had retweeted it, or I don't know, something. And it was such a gorgeous picture. It's not even like it's not like he's showing a lot of skin or anything like Empress. But his design is sexy, but also beautiful and elegant. And just something about his design just really like took my breath away. And I was just like, ugh, like knocked over, like the breath out of me. And I was just like, oh my god, like beautiful creature. Like, like I couldn't even, like if I could, like a meme, like, like just knocked over in my chair, like that kind of thing. I know it was super over dramatic, but I could have sworn, I think I like blasted her DMs like Like, who is this? Who is this? Why haven't you told me about him? Like, I went crazy. Like, seriously, I looked for as much fan art of him. I was super distracted. Couldn't stop thinking about him during work. It was crazy. Like, even to this day, I'm still, like, thirsting over him. Looking him up whenever I have free time and stuff. I mean, I've calmed down a little bit since then. But, Jesus, like, ooh. He's like, him and Empress are probably like almost tied for how badly I thirst. And then another character that I got like that in the past was when I started playing Fire Emblem Three Houses, and that was Claude. So if you guys know Fire Emblem Three Houses, you guys know who I'm talking about. Claude is one of the house leaders, a sexy man of color with gorgeous green eyes, and he's an archer, and I do love guys who have a bow and arrow. Probably goes back to my fascination with Legolas back in the day when I was into Lord of the Rings. So yeah, I do have a type, don't I? Yeah. There's just a certain thing. There's always like I don't know. I get weak over when I get really into a character, I get really into them, I guess. So Empress, look what you've done. I'm 6 minutes into this video and I've barely gotten anywhere because now you've derailed my brain. My brain is turned to mush. Thanks a lot, Empress. How dare you? Oh, Empress, I blame you for everything. Alright, try to focus, Banks. I want to respond, but I can't help wondering about what Empress just let slip. Did Momo argue with Grandpa often? But Momo seems to respect him a lot. Oh, what's with the face? Huh, don't tell me. You walked into a familiar bond and didn't know shit about the guy you stuck yourself to? I mean, that's pretty much what's happened every route. I mean, you barely had any time before you were forced to choose, so... Eh? Shut up. You're just jealous. Just because I didn't pick you this time. We had a lovely time together, Empress, okay? But it's over. You have your Alan and your other reality, okay? Leave him alone. I picked Momo because I really needed him. And when he accepted me, I thought we could be something. But now, after all that fighting, I don't know anymore. But I don't appreciate getting mocked for it either. Even when you picked Momo, he was treating you like garbage, dude. He was making you do all that stuff, and I really did not like that. That's why I still like, God, Momo pisses me off. At least Empress didn't put him through that shit. I will say, you know, Empress seriously, despite being a jerk, he did not put Alan through that. Like, he didn't treat him like garbage like that, you know? He didn't demean him. Can I help you? Or are you just here to laugh? Well, since you're offering. I really wasn't. You want to learn magic, right? And that furball won't teach you. How about an exchange? You get me what I need for a spell, and I'll show you how it works. What kind of spell do you need my help for? First of all, let's get this straight. I don't need your help. I'm offering you the opportunity to help. It's fucking charity. Sure. Yay, Sassy Alan. I do love how he interacts with Empress. The sassy side just naturally comes out. Look, do you want to fucking learn magic or not? What's the spell? Localization. I'm trying to find the stupid geezer. What? You still want to fight Grandpa? I love fighting Grandpas, okay? It's my kink. Dragons do not forgive. When I find the bastard, I'm going to kill him. You in or not? Do I want you to kill my grandpa? Let me think about that. Obviously, I don't want him to kill Grandpa, but I do want to find him, and no one else seems to be looking. What would you need from me? Easy. 2 things.
First, something of his. Better if it's something he really liked or put magic into.
Why's that?
People like their shit. They want to keep it. If you have magic, you're gonna put a little in it to market, even if you don't mean to. Part of the reason dragons hoard.
Oh, that's really interesting, actually.
Of course it is, but that's not the point. Do you have something like that or not?
I have a journal. I show him the journal I took from the library.
Oh, that's perfect. There's magic all over. Must have something important in it.
I try to remember what's in it, but draw a blank. Can't even remember if I've opened it. Surely I have. Weird how I feel like there's some routes where the magic protection on it works on us and then some that it doesn't? That's weird, right? Have they explained that? I don't remember. My memory's like... I know they've mentioned that it has protection on it, and sometimes they're like, oh, this... Like, Hickman was like, oh, it doesn't affect me or whatever, but... Like, I don't remember... Sometimes, like, I feel like they don't address it, and other times they do. So I don't know why sometimes it affects Alan, sometimes it doesn't. Like, I've seen him say, oh, I read it, and sometimes he doesn't even bother reading it. I guess it just depends on the route. But that's weird. Interesting.
What's with the face? Oh shit, it's charmed. It's gotta be really good then.
So, it will work?
Yeah, it should.
Then what's the second thing?
Your blood.
My what?
You're related to the old man, so you share his blood. Easiest way to tie the spell to him.
I'm not giving you my blood.
It's not like I'll kill you. Stop being dramatic. It's just a little bit.
Give you a journal, but not my blood. Just a little. Oh, I don't know what to do. I don't know. Which one? See, I know how to react, like, I know how to deal with Momo, but because we're talking to Empress, I don't know how we're supposed to react here. Because we're supposed to be, like, weak, whiny, shy, scared, dependent on Momo, I guess. Like, we're not doing the strong-willed guy. But that's with Momo, so dealing with Empress, what would that mean? Would it be the opposite? Oh, I don't remember what I chose before. Dang nabbit banks, what did I do? I'm trying to think, does it mean opposite? Because, let's see. Let's say, like, what would have Momo have to come save him? If I give him my blood, would that make him come save him? Or if I'm, like, putting up a fight, like, no, I'm not giving you, and then he gets mad, and then Momo has to come save him? Maybe that would do it? Or is that too strong-willed? Oh, let me save, because I don't know. Eek. I didn't want to use up a save slot because I'm running out. Dang it. I don't remember. I don't remember. I'm really gonna struggle with this route. Because I don't remember what I did. I feel like if we say no, that's gonna piss him off and then Momo's gonna have to come save me. So I think it's this one. Let's say no. No, I'm not giving you anything.
I'm finding the old man, whether you want in or not. If you won't give it to me, I'll just take it. Now come here.
Yeah, okay. Uh-oh. This could get nasty. Before Imbris can get to me, the air around us ripples, and Momo steps out. His mouth is set into a tight line, and I see the muscles in his jaw twitch. He narrows his eyes at Imbris.
What are you doing out of the sewers, lizard? I'm a dragon, you overgrown rat.
Sorry, Imbris. I know that this is gonna get a little rough if they fight.
You'll be dragonhide boots if you don't get lost. You won't find Theo with some crackpot blood ritual I've never even heard of. Never heard of? No wonder you're not teaching the kid magic. You've never even read a spell book, have you? You won't convince me for a single second that you know how to read fire breath. Get the hell out of my house. When Momo snarls, I can see pointed teeth, and his pupils have gone to slits. He looks more like a fox than ever. It's probably a bad time to be finding that hot. It's not even your... You know what? Fuck this. I'm going. But I'll be back.
Don't be. And stay out of the tunnels. I don't want you poking around in Theo's shit. What did you mean by that? Well, it's a pun because the sewers are down there. Right. I guess keep barking. And now he'll definitely find that wall we set up, which means he'll spend a few hours wasting his time down there before I have to see his ugly mug again. Momo seems to be calming down. It's like watching a puffed up cat's fur settle back down. Without the threat of Momo ripping Imbris's throat out, I can't stop thinking about all the things they just let slip. You came back fast? I wasn't far, and the lizard gets loud. Wasn't hard to overhear. Especially considering he hates to be told no. Overgrown brat. He should have been eaten as an egg. That's kind of brutal. Momo looks genuinely surprised to hear that, like it never even occurred to him. Is it? He would have shredded you and taken the book and blood off your corpse. I don't think he would have. I think he just needed a little for his spell. He would have hurt me for it, sure, but... You really don't know anything about magical creatures? So teach me. Stop avoiding me. You know what? Fine. You're going to teach me? You want to learn, and clearly, if I leave you to your own devices, you're going to make dumb choices, so I guess I'm not your worst option. Did he refuse before because he thought he was my worst possible option? If you take after Theo, you'll probably do better with reality-based stuff. He can do space-time manipulation. It's why he's so damned hard to get hold of if he doesn't want to be. So he could be anywhere. Pretty much. And we can't find him at all. The right localization spell could probably find him, but why bother? He leaves. He'll piss off an experiment and roll back in when he feels like it. I've lived with him long enough to know there's no point trying to make him do anything if he's unwilling. Even if you found him, there's no making him come back unless he actually wants to. Ah, you have the face and attitude of someone who's been abandoned many times. Yep. There's something tragic in Momo's expression, but it's gone as quick as it came. Anyway, if you're like him, which is a possibility, though it's a weak one, because he was pretty unique, I'm not sure if I should be insulted, then illusions will be a walk in the park for you. You're going to teach me to make illusions? No, I'm going to teach you to break them. Oh, oh, you're so like Kuya. God, they're so similar. They're so similar. Even their backstory, it reminds me very much. Okay. So funny how when I first played this, I had not been into New Carnival, and now that I am, I'm like, oh wow. Interesting. It actually makes me like you more now, Momo. Now that I like Kuya and all of that, like my eyes are open. I'm like, oh, I actually am starting to like you more now. I understand you a little better. After I'm done with this route, my opinion might change. You might have risen in the ranks. You're still a little pain in the ass, but I'll say it with a little more fondness. Between one blink and the next, I'm stranded in the middle of the woods. Momo is nowhere in sight. Momo? The sound of Momo's laughter seems to echo in the trees all around me. Oh, here we go. See, the reason he'll never be at the top of the list is for stuff like this. The stuff that they'll put the protagonist through is a little traumatic, a little stressful. I know it's for a reason, but it's like, I would hate that. Mind games and having to deal with that all the time. Like, I would not want a partner who puts me through that. No, thank you. Nope. Mm-mm. No matter how hot you are, even if you have your reasons, like, no. No thanks. Momo, what's this? Where am I? It's an illusion, obviously. Break out of it. How am I supposed to do that? Well, that's what you're meant to be figuring out. Momo? The woods around me get darker. My heart's racing at this point. Momo. Momo, I really don't know what to do. How am I supposed to... Figure it out. Something flares out, and the trees around me react like a hurricane hit, snapping and folding in half. Better, but it's not enough. You're still treating it like it's real. I'm not trying to do anything, I'm just terrified. I feel like it's almost... I stumble backward as the world around me collapses and I find myself back in the hallway. That was faster than I expected, honestly. Let's try again and see... Stop! What? Look at yourself. Momo blinks at me, then glances at his hands. His nails have sharpened into small curled claws. His pupils are still slitted, like when Imbers was here, but they've dilated too. The teeth in his grin are pointed and sharp. He looks feral. Guess I had too much fun. Am I hearing what I want to hear, or does he sound kind of shaken? That wasn't fun, Momo. I think that's what I'm supposed to say to stand up to him for the good route. I don't know. That's the good route. Maybe this is the middle. I think I remember saying you look different for this one. Does it scare you when I'm not controlling my form? Is that what this is? Answer the question. No, it doesn't. It's kind of... Alan. Oh. You like it, huh? You're really okay? Don't worry about me, love. Focus on your training. You begged me for it, remember? I don't think I'm going to learn this way.
Maybe not.
But even if you didn't learn anything from that, I did.
You did?
Don't look surprised. I told you I can feed off the magic in my illusions, yeah?
Well, you barely let out any.
Oh, so I'm not magic?
Don't be stupid, of course you are.
I'm not following.
You don't have to. Stand still.
Okay, so I think good route, I'd say no.
You explain.
I think I'm just gonna brace. Brace for pain? What?
Good boy. Just a second.
There's a sensation like I've had a warm drink. That warmth spreads through my core, through my veins. It's slower, steadier, and more deliberate than the flood I felt when I first bonded with Momo. I feel something else as well. Hunger, desperation, something like panic. I'm desperate to do something. Desperate to help. Desperate to prove... To prove what? I chase the feeling. The wave breaks. The warmth floods me, and I feel lighter, stronger. An elation that doesn't belong to me fills me to my core.
It worked!
This feels amazing. What did you do? Oh, so he broke it for him? Well, that's different.
You had a block on your magic. Noticed it when you freaked out. Simple thing to break.
Interesting. So he was the one who did it, and those feelings he was describing? Interesting. Despite the words, I feel his relief. Was he worried it wouldn't work? Maybe I shouldn't have just gone with it. But it did work out in the end. The feeling fades.
So, that's it? My magic is free? Should be. We'd have to test it. Don't feel like another illusion, Don't worry. I don't want to do that either.
Momo flexes his claws, and I can't help but notice them again.
You don't?
No, I feed off your energy when you're in an illusion. But that panic?
Well, have you ever heard not to run from a wild animal?
Because instinct will make them chase you? Yeah.
Exactly.
So, the violence in that illusion.
Well, it worked out anyway. And you even realized how to let your magic out and break my spell.
No, I didn't.
You did, though.
No, that was adrenaline, Momo. If a person moves a vehicle out of the way after a crash, they didn't learn they can bench press cars. They did something that would be impossible if they didn't think they'd die otherwise.
All the more reason.
Reason for what?
For us to find something else to do.
Yeah, so compared to our other partners, we're clearly struggling for Momo to figure out how to teach us, right? You can definitely tell the difference, because here Momo was the one who went in and broke the block himself, but he was kind of like nervous to do so and was relieved he was able to do it. And here, because of his animal instincts, it seems, when he was trying to help us, it was also like kind of like a little risky, because it sounds like, you know, there's also the risk of triggering his instinct to chase us or go after us, maybe, because we were triggering his feral side. And he wasn't really teaching us. It was us just reacting instinctively, like you said, like adrenaline rush. So not really a good mentor protege, training kind of thing going on. But we did kind of go through the same thing with Embrus, if you recall. Embrus was having a hard time training us as well, and he did injure us during our training session. So sometimes, not everybody has a natural teacher mentality or skill. Even Hikmet had a little issue too, because he pushed us too far and didn't realize, hey, you have to take it easy and let him rest and blah blah blah. So everybody has their own methods, everybody has their own skills and abilities. It's finding the right balance that's tricky. What do we want to say? Yeah, let's just ask, are you okay though? You look surprised that we care.
You're pretty cute.
I am?
I just scared the shit out of you and you're checking on me. It's sweet. It's also risky, honestly. Theo would have...
Can you not compare me to him every 5 minutes? Yeah, thank you, Alan. I'm so glad you finally said something.
And there he is.
What did I just say?
Fine, fine. In my defense, sweetheart, I don't really have a lot of reference for humans. Positive ones, anyway.
How'd you meet Grandpa anyway? You seem like you were pretty good friends.
He's not dead. He'll be back. Eventually. He always comes back, eventually. I'm not sure which one of us he's trying to convince. Enough about it, though. You asked if I was okay. You've overfed me again. You should take responsibility for that.
Responsibility?
I need to burn off all your extra energy again.
More pranks? Momo's really close, and the music hasn't stopped, so... Uh-oh.
His eyes boring into mine. I shouldn't find it as hot as I do, not when he's clearly dealing with some sort of feral instinct, but... we could, but you seem like you might have a better idea. Don't you? Come on, love. Ask. Better yet, beg. I can't help but look around. We're in the middle of the hallway. The others might still be dealing with their pranks, but what if they aren't? What if someone is nearby? What if Farron is right around the corner eavesdropping angrily? Momo grabs my jaw, oddly gently, and makes me look back at him. No one's around, just you and me. You want something? Ask for it. Go on. Well, I think we will save that for the next episode. Alright, hopefully we're still on the path of the correct path. I think we are. I think we're doing fine. Alright, anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. Hope you're enjoying this, and until next time, have a nice day. Bye-bye.